Good morning and welcome to our third session of Good Morning Eviden. It feels really, really good to be back, and it's great to have you here with us to discuss one of the most pressing topics of all time, the transformation of the energy sector. And we have new technologies, rising cyber threats. We have the increasing regulatory demands and a lot going on in this energy sector, and that's why we are here. That's why we bringing together top experts from this industry, and of course, all live. So if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat and join our conversation. And before we start, let's tackle down or let's face the current situation we're living in or we're facing, and the economic uncertainty and supply chain disruptions, or also the pressure to do more with less. And everybody is asking, how can we move forward? And I think we have the answer. I think we believe what the answer is. And I'm very happy to introduce, therefore, our first guest, Dr. Thomas Götz, Chief Innovation and Technology Officer at Central Europe at Eviden. And hi.
Good morning, Claire. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, how are you? Let's have a seat. Let's talk. So, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm really excited to listen to this great event and all our guys out there. And also from your introduction, I'm really excited to deep dive a little bit into that challenge.
Yeah. Let's just jump right into it. Innovation. Why is it more important than ever?
That's a big question. So in these very tough conditions where we are recently, so these tough economic conditions, but also the geopolitical uncertainties and the high volatilities in the market, of course, there is an obvious answer where innovation really matters. It's, of course, to improve your adaptability, to increase your resilience and to improve your efficiency and to keep you stand those tough environments. So investing into innovations that help you, for example, to automate, to digitalize, to improve your efficiency, but also to provide options that you get more flexible. I think it's the must-have. That's really the homework in those times. But there is a second aspect to it. In those tough conditions, your company, your organization, but all your peers in the market, they suffer from the same conditions. That means the competitive pressure gets much higher. That means in those times, it's super important to identify your strengths and to protect your strengths. So investing into innovation, new features, new capabilities of your existing strengths, that is super, super important. And then investing in improved differentiation in that environment helps you to get a little bit away from the pack, because now the big thing is coming. The crisis is coming to an end. And where do you want to be? What's your new baseline? And I call it the post-crisis momentum. If you want to build post-crisis momentum, you have to invest now into innovative solutions that you have a good starting position, because all others, they do not have really the room to maneuver you out because they are suffering from the same. So it's really the chance for a reset and getting to a new baseline and starting with that new momentum.
Yeah, totally. I understand it. Great view. You mentioned also adaptability, resilience, and that ties in directly with how companies can position themselves. What is our role in this kind of network? What is our role at Eviden in innovation and driving innovation and staying ahead in business?
Okay, first of all, we are also part of that market and that environment. That means we embrace all those imperatives I just mentioned for our own companies. So we're improving our business model, our operating model. We want to create those flexibilities since we are a service provider to our clients, and we want to be a trusted advisor and a service provider that helps to solve real world problems. So we are not driving the hype. There's a lot of opportunity to drive the hype, but we stand away from this. But we want to focus on on innovative solutions for problems where there is no good solution today. And our new normal for our innovation regime that we bring to our clients, we call it co-innovation. So what we want to be is the first choice for being a co-innovator. We bring in our expertise, for example, digitalization of platforms and so forth. And our clients bring in their domain knowledge, their business process, deep dive knowledge, and together with that blended team of experts, we can focus on the real problems. Yeah? And then the real problems are measured against the business benefit that comes out of it, and not, let's say, the hype story of yet another artificial intelligence thing. Yeah? So we are not driving our clients into the fear of missing out challenge. Yeah, we want to solve the challenge. It's the real problems. And given the mission of today, when we are talking about the energy sector or so, you know, the energy sector is talking about how to provide flexibilities, how to deal with flexibilities, yeah, how to create aggregated data platforms that span across out in the geographies where all the assets are in your critical infrastructure. Yeah? So when we talk about co-innovation, we can talk about the full continuum of centralized, highly secure and sovereign data rooms. We can talk about distributed data spaces, yeah, that collect data from the edges, from the OT systems, and bring it to applications, for example, for condition monitoring or management of flexibilities in the energy sector. But we even apply advanced technologies, for example, for peer-to-peer exchange of metadata in a highly secure way. And all that can be done on classical technology stacks, but we also can do it on fully sovereign, locally controlled stacks. That means we are a co-innovator in particular in the sense of being a partner for critical infrastructure enablement for the future. Yeah, so we see ourselves as enablers for the post-crisis momentum. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So perfect position for us to support and help in this situation. And yeah, I think it's really crucial to innovate, to keep going on, moving forward. And you made a perfect transition to the next topic. You've mentioned it. And why innovation is so important right now also for the energy sector will also be seen right now in the video. Yeah, you just saw it in the video. The energy sector has undergone a really massive transformation, and we really need to talk about the trend topics and the solutions. And yeah, I'm really happy to do this not alone, to have an expert by my side. And you can also already see him on the screen. It's Paul Cruz, Head of Energy and Utilities, Global Head of Energies and Utilities, Consulting and Marketing at Atos. And I'm really happy to have you here, but I have two questions before we deep dive into the topic. The first one is, how are you? And the second one, that's a little bit of background information for our audience. You mentioned that you will bring breakfast on Friday in our in our briefing. So, first question: how are you? Second of all, do you have breakfast with you or not?
Hey, hi, good morning, Claire. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm absolutely fine. It's a bit early. I hope all of you are okay so early in the morning. I'm more a late person, but lovely to be here today. And yeah, I arrived in from Paris on Tuesday, yesterday. Yeah, it looks like it was already a long time ago. But and I brought with me some croissant, but fortunately they got squashed. So what instead I have, you guys, is a pretzel. So maybe we can share it a bit later. But it's lovely to be here and so inspiring already conversations. Thanks to Thomas and really looking forward for sharing this moment with you.
Thank you. So enjoy your Brezen. As we say, we are right now live in Munich. We say Brezen. Yeah, but you also just saw the video. Yeah, the changes are evolving rapidly in the energy sector. There are a lot of things going on, and on what should we focus right now? What are the priorities we need to look on?
Yeah, sure. And our customers are going through a huge transformation. And as we know, the energy fuel the economy, and the economy, as we know, is so important for our industry, but for ourselves as well. And there are huge investments to make the grid adaptive to these challenges. And this move for renewable with the intermittence creates a lot of upgrades needed. So thanks to technology, we can accelerate and we can integrate these technologies better. We heard about the need for flexibility. So AI is the buzzword everybody talks at the moment. Even the politicians in Paris at the moment, they're all talking about AI. As if so that's the big theme, of course. But we know the IoT, the Internet of Things, is a very important thing because we need to sense. Before we optimize, we need to monitor. So the sensors, very big element part of that. And you touched on it in the video as well. We live in a crazy world, very disrupted by cyber attacks as well. So these digital technology integration needs to go through cyber protection.
Yeah, totally understand.
That's it from
yeah. Thank you. We also talked about innovation and modernizing, and what challenges do our customers have, like also modernizing and ensuring secure grids and smart grids, and what challenges do they need to tackle?
Yeah, and we are absolutely convinced of the need to go towards digitalization. So the way we go into do big data analytics, and the analytics helps us to predict things, to predict operations, to predict forecasts of consumptions, to predict operation and maintenance as well. So this digitalization is very important. But I mentioned as well the increased need for sensing what's going on in real time. And this real time gives us the need for controlling and automation and control in an automated environment as well. But again, safeguarding all this. I mean, we deal with a very important aspect of our economies. All these power plants as well are very important. So the resilience is very important as well.
Yeah, thank you for that. And it sounds like all the companies' customers really do need support in that big technologies, big innovations, all this change. What are we doing to support them as a one group company? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we heard it from Thomas. One of the very interesting aspect. And I've been with Atos for 35 years in the energy sector. And one before we were developing what the customer asks us. Now we co-develop with them. We co-innovate things. And one of the topics I was yesterday talking to a very important customer here, IT and OT convergence is a very, very important thing. Mixing these two worlds, the white collars, I have a white collar, but I have also a blue collar, making those integrated people together. And we have a fantastic portfolio. We have fantastic people that help us. So GIS, typically here in Germany, we have one of the best teams for geographical information system, since we talk about grids and this linear assets is very important. And our cybersecurity practices as well, very strong. These are just examples, but yeah, we have a great portfolio, great people to satisfy these needs.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Paul. I think we will see a little bit more of our portfolio later on, but I don't want to spoil a lot. Yeah, thank you very much. And we will see you later on the Q&A. Just stay here and yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Behind every great innovation and behind every great solution, there's always people that make it happen. And where do we meet them? At, for example, one of the biggest European energy and utilities fairs happening right now in Essen, the E-World. And I'm very happy to say hello to Essen, to the E-World, to Simon Pattberg, our head of energy and utilities, retail and services, and financial services, and
thank you, Claire.
It's a lot. You have a lot. You do a lot. You make a lot happen. So thank you very much. I also see Bennett. Hi, Bennett. Yeah, how is it going? How is it in Essen?
Fantastic. So I actually think it is the biggest energy utilities show in Europe. but first of all, Paul, you better bring that pretzel, my friends. It's going to be a long day at eWorld. We are quite busy here. You know, trade shows or fairs used to be really big in Germany, right? Especially in the industrial sector, it used to be very, very, very big. And that's not true anymore necessarily, right? Hannover Messe, CeBIT, the IAA, all the big shows coming from an industrial perspective, they are really slowing down, right? They are reducing the amount of booths, not as many visitors as there used to be in the past. Some of the biggest shows have already been terminated. Now for eWorld, it's completely the other way around. We have 980 exhibitors in, I think, 5 halls this year. And the head of eWorld already told me that they are going to have another entire hall next year. And that is because energy and utilities are going through a massive transformation, as Thomas and Paul have pointed out. And the industry is growing, and the need for technology really is growing in the industry. Before we do a little bit of a walk around from our booth and everything, we have to do some advertising, because we are not only meeting clients here to converse. We are not just meeting clients here to pitch. We are also meeting clients here to record, which is why you see better than myself sitting in a podcast booth. You can see our nice cameraman Alex showing you the booth, and we want to give you a little bit of a walk around. And while we do that, there's going to be a QR code for the podcast. Check it out. If you're a German speaker, check out the podcast. We are inviting clients and technology providers to discuss the very challenge of the energy utilities industry. And we've had some exciting conversations that we recorded yesterday, and that's going to go on for today and tomorrow. And there's going to be lots of content for you to consume if you're interested in this subject. But let's have a little bit of a look of the e-world. So as you can see, people are just coming in right now. Only the exhibitors are allowed to be at the fair. At 9, gates will open for the visitors, and it's going to be very, very, very crowded today again. And our schedule is quite busy for today. Now let's talk content, and I'm glad one of our key sales talents for the energy and utilities industries, Bennett, is with me. Really, what Thomas and Paul has been saying are the subjects of the conversations we have with our clients, right? They are building platforms and building infrastructure to manage the transformation that is the energy transition. They are we are discussing about securing critical infrastructure. As you know, last night, a client told me about the hybrid war they consider themselves to be in as a critical infrastructure for Europe and for Germany, and we have to discuss how to secure that with the different security solutions we provide. And lastly, it's really big, right, about transforming IT landscapes with AI, transforming entire value chains of energy management with AI, with new applications, and with very strong and solid data strategies. But I want to ask Bennett, and finish on this note, what are the most exciting conversations you've had so far and during the course of yesterday, and what are the most exciting conversations you are looking forward to during the course of today and tomorrow?
Yes, thank you so much, Simon. So I had amazing conversations already yesterday, and it's really, we can really see that our industry focus is really important here, because it's not an IT fair here, it's an energy fair. So the people here are really focused on energy, on all the whole value chain, and we really have a deep knowledge about it. So we invested a lot of time in our go-to-market to really understand the market, and I can see that here in every conversation. So usually when I start telling people that we are an IT provider, they always think, oh, they will tell me about SAP, some platforms, some hyperscalers, but we really have the deep knowledge. So I always start the conversation with OT security, because there we have a really deep knowledge. I have some really great use cases and references with my customers, so that's always a good start. As Simon already said, they consider themselves here in a hybrid war, and so that has been really great conversations. And also when we talk about AI, which of course is one of the buzzwords here at the fair as well, customers don't want to know about the technology, they really want to know which use cases we can offer, and there we have already built some use case for customers. So these are the conversations I already had yesterday, and I'm continue looking forward, because as they gain knowledge from us, we also gain a lot of knowledge from them, understanding what their needs are, so we can build better solutions for them, and we can also have these conversations with our customers from the knowledge we gain here.
Fantastic. Thanks a lot. And I think it's time, we did our 5 minutes now, but I think it's time to maybe answer some questions within the panel. Claire, I don't know, back to you, back to the studio. Anything you need us to deep dive into?
Yeah, I'm looking right to my back office there. Do we have questions? If not, I have one. But no, not yet. Okay, then I have a question for you. What if you have the 2 days or almost 2 days of the fair in mind? What is one moment that really sticks out, or really, one of the greatest highlights from the last 2 days?
The question goes to us?
Yeah.
Okay, so on Monday we have been constructing, so that was quite busy and quite arduous, because we had to build this podcast booth. And yesterday, I can speak for myself that the energy industry is very social. I'm always surprised, and after a lot of our clients are here, they actually have booths. I think that's a key highlight here, is because it's an energy industry and an energy fair, they have booths. so we can visit our clients. And that's what we did after the official part was done. We had all the podcasts recorded, meetings done. We went and visited our clients at their booth, and that's, I think, the best conversation you can have, right?
Yes. And also for me, a big highlight is here our podcast booth, because really people are stopping here. So we have a really easy time to approach them, because everybody is so interested in the podcast. They want to sit down, listen into it. We have so many interesting topics here. So that for me has been the highlight, that we really have this eye catcher here on the fair.
Perfect. Sounds really like fun. And then the next question, when
No,
will...
it's hard work.
Yeah. When will Paul and Thomas be invited in your podcast?
Well, so, Paul is already invited. We are going to start in, I would say, 20 minutes you need to get here, right? So we have a little bit of a conversation in the booth. Unfortunately, I cannot use this infrastructure for the stream because it's too complex. But again, the audio quality will be fantastic, and the cutting team is very fast. So everything we are going to do today with our clients, you can listen in tonight. You know, when you go to bed, want to listen into a podcast, that's where you can at least explore expanding utilities. And I think, Thomas, we have to schedule something. I don't know if it's going to be possible for you to come to Essen, but we can also do remote things. And Paul,
I'm looking.
Let's go. Come on, 20 minutes.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, perfect. Really, really nice. Thank you very much. I think we don't have any questions now, but if you have later on questions, please drop them behind the stream or just contact Simon, Thomas, Paul, everybody that was here. And also join, if you're on the fair, join our booth, Hall 3, booth 131, and listen to the podcast. And yeah, it was great to have you all here. Thank you to all of the speakers and to all our great team members in Essen, but also all the people behind the camera, like Leona, Stefan, and Tom having in the back office, or also Marine, and Samuel, who did the videos. So thank you very much. And we will see each other. And
yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.